I'm in Waikanae, New Zealand, and Teresa is in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Welcome to Zanekin Studio Podcast. This is our first week doing this podcast under this banner. Remember last week we did the crossover from Porch Light Letters to Zanekin Studio. So welcome. Hey, Teresa, how you doing?
Excellent, Helen, and welcome everyone to join us. I'm thrilled to be here.
Yes, and we don't have this going on to our Zanekin YouTube just yet, but we will upload the recording there. We had some technical difficulties with YouTube on that one, but it should be resolved in 24 hours, so they tell us. They've got a countdown going. So, Teresa, what's our topic this week?
You know what? At this time, we're going to shift a little bit from AI about small business and to more platform specific AI content strategies. Because
Excellent.
Helen, between the two of us, we both have a lot of platforms to post on.
Yeah, like Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. I think that's all my ones.
Yes, pretty
I could
much.
do Pinterest as well. What's your ones?
Do we do videos on Pinterest?
You can do videos on Pinterest.
Oh, I had no idea. Okay, well, my favorite are Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and actually also Instagram too.
Oh, and TikTok. Did I say TikTok?
You do TikTok. I like to do
TikTok.
YouTube.
But we've got it worked out. We have, as you can see, we have a variety of platforms between us. So, AI is not just a luxury tool anymore. It is an efficiency engine. For small businesses, that's the difference between staying invisible and staying competitive. Yesterday, we had the chance, we were attending our mastermind group, and we had the chance to hear 3 AI experts. Now, these 3, and you can tell by the look on Teresa's face, our brain is still processing. I got screeds of notes. We've even already done a transcription because we both recorded it on our phones and did the transcription thing. There was a crap ton of information that these 3 experts did for us, from beginner to middle user, and then we even got taken through the different layers of AI. And I did not realize how far that went. And Teresa and I looked at this list and went, well, we're kind of down here at the bottom piece. There's all this above us. And so it was just very interesting to hear 3 different experts who have 3 different perspectives on AI because of the way that they use it and the level in which they use it. So we're gonna, as we decrypt or decipher some of the things, we're going to be bringing that to you and incorporating it into the podcast. The 3rd expert had actually just been to the CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas. And so he was telling us about all the AI stuff that's coming down the road, to the point that they actually have, for ChatGPT, they have ChatGPT 6.0 ready to go. They started developing it, 2 years ago? 2, 3 years ago?
Yes.
It's ready to go. We just don't have the technology yet for it. So it's already ready to go. But there's like another 4 editions of ChatGPT, because ChatGPT 5.2 just came out. So there's another 4 editions of version 5 to come out before we're ready before everybody in the technology is ready for AI, for ChatGPT 6. So I thought that was kind of interesting that they developed this so many years in advance. And I'm like thinking, yeah, but technology is going to change. But what were some of your thoughts on yesterday, Teresa?
Oh my gosh, the CES overview that was given to us blew me away. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary what's being made available when he talked about the AI companions being made for small children on up. On one hand, I thought that was super exciting. On the other hand, as he pointed out, all that data is going somewhere, whatever the child says, and then whatever the AI is saying back to the child. So there's some good parts and some bad parts. But it is kind of like having a personal tutor all the time. But that was only one thing he talked about. He talked about the AI
glasses.
glasses. He was holding a conversation with 3 people each of them speaking in their own native language. And of course, he was speaking in English, and the glasses directly translated it for all four of them. And so they felt like they were having a normal conversation, just like you and I are having.
Yeah. And then there was not only the pair of glasses, but it was also matched with like a watch, which is coming out with a bigger screen on it. And the other one was a ring. And,
Yes.
the ring and the watch became like your health monitors.
Yes.
It was
And
just
then your refrigerator becoming your hub.
Oh, yeah, the refrigerator having a 32-inch screen on it, and that's your home hub. It can see what's in your refrigerator, what's in your freezer. It's connected to everything in the house. Anything electronic in the house, it's connected to, and you control it all from this 32-inch monitor on your TV, on your refrigerator, and it can tell you when you need to order food as well. I was just sort of like,
and then that's just the tip of the iceberg. What was covered by the other two experts, Helen?
yeah.
It's caused me to rethink everything that we're doing. But I'm not prepared yet to put it on this show. Maybe next week. But
we have a lot of processing to do.
There's a lot to think about. AI is moving so quickly, and I think largely beneficial too. But
yeah.
We need to step back and go, okay.
I don't think with the way how fast it's moving, we actually have time to step back and go, okay, let me think about this for a minute. Because it would have already advanced. I mean, AI is literally changing on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. But one of the things the first expert said to us, that I thought was so key, so crucial, is if you don't know what problem you're trying to solve with AI, you don't need it yet. First, understand what you're trying to solve and what you want it to actually do for you before just saying, "Oh, that sounds so cool," and you go spend, $150 on something, and then it just sits because you don't know what to do with it.
Well, the other thing I like too is that she gave us a filter. If you can answer yes to all of these questions, then you need this tool. If you cannot answer if you can't answer yes to all the questions, not just one or two of them, all of them. If you can't answer yes to all of them, you don't need it. Mm-hmm. And then she had another filter for, if you don't need this tool if and gave us filters to go through for that as well, which I was sort of like, where the heck was this when I started like playing around with all these different tools and spending the money, the monthly things on them, forgetting I had monthly subscriptions, then going back and canceling them, and then thinking, oh yeah, I really do need that tool now. And all this backwards and forwards. This filter that she gave us helped solve the problem of, and the fear of missing out was one of them. If you're a fear of missing out, don't buy it. Don't get it just because you have a fear of missing out. If you can answer yes to the filter questions, then go get it. Don't do it because you've got a fear of missing out, because that's just going to put you into an overwhelmed state and you're not going to use it.
Yes. And then I don't remember which expert said this, or maybe all three of them said this. Didn't they say like 85% of AI businesses failed last year or something like that?
Something like that. I don't remember which one said it, but yeah, because people were going in there and they were using the basics. They were just asking basic questions. They weren't giving the right prompts to help solve the problems that they had in their business. Yes. And, we've been talking about this for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is, with the different questions that we've been doing. And we're going to give you another 7 questions today. But just going through those questions and stuff, you realize that people really don't have an idea of how to use AI in their business.
Right.
Yeah. And this is why 85% of people who are using AI for their business fail, because they don't understand the tool that they have and they don't know how to communicate correctly with it.
Yes.
Yeah. ChatGPT is not Google. I remember somebody said that yesterday. ChatGPT is not Google, but many people are using ChatGPT like it is Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a kind of a little bit of a sneak peek about what's coming up in our shows.
Oh, yes.
And Friday open office hours.
Yes, Friday open office hours are very important because we have a great time talking about AI. Teza introduces us to new AI tools, explains them. They're tools that she has used. Most of the time, they're tools that she has used. And she's able to demonstrate them and talk about them. And people ask some really good questions about them. And if Teza doesn't know, she admits she doesn't know. She doesn't sit there and go, oh, well, it can do blah, 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 and just like fudge it. No, Teza doesn't do that. Neither do I.
Neither
We
does
don't know,
Helen.
we'll tell you. We don't know.
Absolutely. That's something you can definitely expect from us. If we
Yes,
haven't tried it, we're not recommending it.
yes, correct.
So,
Unless we've had somebody who has used, we've had several people who have used it correctly and given us their results, then we can and we've like been given a demo of it, then maybe we might go in and talk about it. But we will put the caveat on there that we haven't tried this ourselves. This is just feedback we have gotten from other people who have used it.
yes. Yes.
Yes,
But at the same time, in our community, Helen, people have talked about tools that they're using, and I
correct.
highly encourage that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So people share things that haven't worked and they share things that have worked.
True.
So,
That is very true. And it's very helpful for those who are thinking about those tools
yeah.
as well. So, okay. So let's go with, where are
Well,
we?
that segues right into our first question, Helen.
Yes. Is AI worth it for small businesses? AI is not a luxury tool anymore. It is an efficient engine for small businesses. That's the difference between staying invisible and staying competitive. Whoo.
Yes.
What can you tell us about this one, Teresa? What's some of the answers for this question?
Well, first of all, I like this. This first point is that AI compresses time. What used to take days, or I might even say weeks and months, Helen, can
Mm-hmm.
now be done in minutes. And
Yes.
and I have experienced this first time. The good side of that is, well, it doesn't take very much more time anymore. It's amazing. On the other hand, if you're going down the wrong road, you get to go down a lot faster. So,
But we learned yesterday that ChatGPT 5.2 came out with a new feature that's called creating a branch. So rather than
yes,
going down that rabbit hole, you can now create a branch and put that branch aside and carry on the main trunk line, and then later go back to those branches and go explore down the rabbit holes, which I
that
thought
is
was
wonderful.
brilliant. I love
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Wish it was around a
Yes.
few months ago when I had some discussions with ChatGPT.
Okay, then it lowers the skill barrier for marketing content and operations. So it's not necessarily that we didn't know some of these things, but I don't know if you're like me, Helen, but I get so excited and I get going down a path, and I'm creating this and I'm creating that and I'm putting it out there, and then somebody comes along and says, "Well, did you remember to do this?" And I go, "No."
Yeah, been there, done that, have the stickers.
So one really good question that I often ask ChatGPT is, did I miss anything?
Yes. I
Yeah.
like asking it to rate itself. I said, okay, you've given us this beautiful plan. Please read over it and score it out of 10.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it goes back and it will rate it out of 10 and gives you a 7 out of 10. What do we need to do to this to make it a 10 out of 10?
Yes. Oh,
And then it
that,
does the rewrite. And then you go
yes.
back, now go and rate this response and give it a score out of 10.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I have to say, Helen, when I read some of the things that are out on the internet sometimes, emails or articles or that kind of thing, and I go, ChatGPT wrote this. Yeah.
And it's not just the EM dashes or the overuse of
No.
emojis. It's the
No.
language.
The language and sometimes the cadence.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
all right. This also allows small teams to operate like large ones,
Mm-hmm.
which is another huge benefit because after all, you and I are a two-woman team
Yes.
for our company, and we are accomplishing now, Helen, just in 2026, I feel like we're doing 10 times more than we did in 2025. And
I
2025 was no slouch.
I know 2025 went really fast, and there was a lot of stuff we both had going on in 2025, and we got into 2026 and went, we've made it to the new year, and then all of a sudden it's all like back on there again and into it, and because we didn't have time to slow down, we had to get back in there because AI is changing so fast, and with what we want to do with our business, with Zanekin Studio, with what we want to do and everything else, we couldn't afford to sit back and just go, oh, I think I'll just take over, just relax here for a couple of minutes. We didn't have time. We don't have time to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping as we learn to provide more for our clients and for ourselves, we'll be able to reach some kind of,
Well, the cool part is that
balancing
as we
point.
are establishing our business and putting things out there, we are following a blueprint that we are working on and tweaking that will then be able to give to clients to do the same thing that will work for most businesses out there. I won't say all, because there's going to be one that we're going to come across and yeah, that doesn't quite fit. So most businesses out there, this blueprint is going to work for you, and we are going to be the living example of that. So as we're building our business, we're following this blueprint that we will then pass on to clients as part of their packages that they get with us.
Exactly so.
Yes.
So then the next point that I want to make it just for this question is the real value is not automation, it's leverage.
Yes. I love leverage.
Good
Good TV show too.
Oh, indeed. All right. So how come it matters?
It matters because small businesses don't lose because they lack talent. They lose because they lack bandwidth. AI gives them back time, focus, and momentum.
Yes. So if we lose focus, it's our own fault.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like we've been talking about in the last 26 questions that we've done. We've always been talking about the human component that's in there. AI will assist the human component of this. It doesn't replace it.
Yes.
It assists. So if you're not giving it the information it needs, it can't give you the information that you need to carry forward to keep moving forward.
Yes. So there's that old phrase about delegate, not abdicate. But the other thing that I would add on to that is don't give away your brain either.
Yes.
Here.
Well, it wouldn't be that easy because it's grey mushy stuff. So
okay. On that note.
So with your practical takeaway for this question is start with one AI workflow, create content creation, lead generation, customer support, and then expand only after it proves the return on investment.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So which brings us into our next question, Helen.
Oh, I like questions. I love questions. What question we got this time?
All right. So where does AI fit into a long-term strategy?
So AI is not a tool that you use. It's an operating layer you build into the business. AI becomes your research assistants, your analysts, content team, and your ops manager, all rolled into one. It helps you. You put the content in there, you tell it what you want it to research. And there's different programs. Everybody likes ChatGPT for some reason. Some people use Gemini, some people use Perplexity, some use Grok. But each of these programs, and what was that? I missed one, didn't I?
There's Claude.
Claude, that's right. But each of these has a speciality to it. So if you want to do research, use something like Perplexity because it does a deeper research than what ChatGPT will do. ChatGPT now, it used to be, it would look at historical things on the internet. Now it's more up to date. Perplexity is, as of today, this research is out there. So you have to remember that when, which one are you using and why are you using it? So that's where it becomes your research assistant. You can ask it to analyze data for you. It loves data. You can have your content team creating content for the different social media platforms, and it becomes your ops manager in helping keep everything in line and keeping you on task. It also creates institutional memory for your business. So it remembers things about your business. If you're using ChatGPT, it doesn't have a long-term memory on things. So we found out yesterday, because sometimes when you're in one of those really long threads, which is where these branch things are going to be awesome because it's going to chop everything up. But when you're in one of these very long threads and you go, oh, we've already discussed this, just go back through this thread and read it. You then put it into a loop. You put it into a loop and it's just churning out the same content. That's not the stuff that you want. And when it gets to that point, I actually switch to a brand new chat and type in my new prompt to get it out of that loop and to start looking at something else. So you have to remember that too. There's so much that we have to remember.
This is what they call drift.
Yes.
So it'll either drift or hallucinate if you're not paying attention.
Yes. It's the hallucination thing. It thinks it's giving, it will make it, ChatGPT at times will make up stuff because it just does. I don't know why. But that's why you have to fact check everything before you post it. Read everything before it's published. Before that, if AI created an email for you, read it. Is it in your voice? Does it address what you wanted it to address? Does it provide the solutions in there? Does it give the reader the information that they were requesting, or is it off on another tangent somewhere else?
Right.
Yeah. So we need to do that too with it. It enables data-driven decisions instead of gut guesses. So if you give it a table, if you give it a spreadsheet and say, please analyze this spreadsheet, which has got like information, and it could be a profit and loss statement that you've got on a, it could be all your expenses and income thing that's on a spreadsheet. You upload that to ChatGPT and go, please analyze this. And it will come back and tell you, give you data based on the data that you've inputted. And it may even give some I've seen it give me suggestions from time to time as well.
Yes. But that was one of the experts from yesterday. She hammered that over and over again. She uses it to make data-driven decisions,
Correct.
data-driven feedback.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, when it gives you feedback on the data that you provide it, have a look at that. Maybe there's something in there that needs to be tweaked. Ask it questions about the data. Where can I improve on this in this area? I see I'm spending a lot of money in this area. What can I do to reduce the costs in this area and provide funds for this area? Ask it questions like that. It will come back with questions, but it may not be the exact answer you want, but it will trigger in here, in the gray smushy stuff in here, it will trigger something that goes, oh, I can go do that. And all of a sudden you've got that spark. You've got that creativity juices rolling. And now all of a sudden you can go in there and go, oh, we need to do blah, 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 blah. And then you go do blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden things start happening or changing, or you notice that you're starting to get a better return on investment. Those small changes are making a difference. So
right.
Always looking for data, always feeding the system data. You can even feed it a spreadsheet where it says, this is where we were here. This is where we are, this is a month later where we're at. Now, can you do another analysis for us and come back and tell us where we could improve and things like that too. So it helps with that stuff.
Yes.
And one thing we get drilled into us all the time is know your numbers. If you don't know what area that you are lacking in, how can you expect to know when you are making a profit?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not following your numbers. What are your expenses? Now where's the profit? Are you spending more than what you're making? It'll tell you that too. So know your numbers, and this will help you do that. And it scales what already works. If you've got something that's already working, it will help you scale it so that you can bring in more clients, more revenue, and things like that too. It may even, I've had it do this on me a couple of times, may even suggest a price difference.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I asked it one time, I fed some information in on a business one time, and I said, where can we make improvements? They said, well, you need to have more income coming in. So, if you raise your price from this to this, that would help with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, that price has been that for a long time. We need to adjust that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has made that suggestion based on the data it was given.
Right.
Okay, so why would this all matter, Tessa?
Well, so companies that treat AI as a side experiment are going to fall behind those who treat it as infrastructure. So
Yes.
this is the same shift that we've done, Helen, when we went from paper to storing things in the cloud. This is the same shift that we did when we went from landline phones to mobile phones to our ubiquitous phones that nobody will leave the room without. And then now it's where we're going from doing things manually to automated.
I'm still using my pen and paper.
But use it as an augment.
Yes.
Right.
I still use look at this. This is an awesome journal that Teresa sent me. Isn't that cool? But
All right.
But I am still a pen and paper girl.
Yeah.
Call me old fashioned if that's what it is. I am still pen and paper. I love my colored pens, my colored highlighters. See, look, these are just, and the colors of the pens is the color of the ink. So
very nice. Look at that one that matches your shirt. I love that.
I know. This one and this one are my favorites.
Of course.
And then I have highlighters as well. I got different colored highlighters as well. So
the practical takeaway from this is, so design your business now, assuming that every workflow will be AI assisted. So one of my favorite questions to ask ChatGPT is when we design a workflow together, and then I ask ChatGPT, okay, which of this can be automated?
Mm-hmm.
And I love and even when we do the automations, I build in these stops. So do it up to here, stop, because I want to see what you've done. Then we can go on to the next step. Okay, automate this next part, stop. I want to see what you've done. So I'm very put checks into place oriented. So then every role will now be AI augmented. So that's an interesting idea. So if you're a writer, you can use AI to help you brainstorm and organize, but you must still be the author. And then every decision will be data informed. This one is probably the favorite topic of one of the experts from yesterday.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
Excuse me. Okay, so our next question is, should I use the same AI content on all platforms?
well, that's interesting.
I
Yes.
love this question.
Reposting is easy. Repurposing is strategy. But even before we got deep into AI, Helen, our business coach told us this many, 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 many times. So, because people would complain, "Oh, I can't post that much stuff." Well, you don't have to. You just repurpose it for the platform that you're going to be posting it on. So my audience on Facebook is not the same as my audience on YouTube, even though there may be some crossover. But the people on YouTube expect something different besides the obvious videos. But they expect a different frame of mind. My audience on X is very different from my audience on Facebook.
Sorry, I didn't realize my phone wasn't silenced. Phones. I should say phones. I have two of them.
Do you need an AI to manage your phones?
Probably. One's my New Zealand phone, one's my US phone. So,
Wow.
but one thing I like, excuse me. One thing I like about is the repurposing thing, and this we were doing long before AI came along, is we would write a blog. Then we
Yeah,
would take portions out of that book. It could be a line, it could be a sentence, it could be a quote. We created memes. Memes were then posted onto social media. We
right.
then also started doing videos as well. So it started, but now AI makes it so simple because we're creating this podcast here at the beginning of the week. It's on Sunday in the States. It's on Monday here in New Zealand. We are creating this at the beginning of the week. But what we can do is that we can then go back and chop this video up into shorter videos. So this video is probably going to be about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. I have a hard stop. I got my podcast coming on at the top of the hour.
Yeah.
So we can take this video, chop it down into smaller chunks. Then we can upload each podcast, each chopped up piece segment each day as a reel. Not only that, we can then go to AI and we can get them to transcribe everything. That entire transcription now becomes a blog,
Yes.
and it's a couple of clicks of a button. And so we make that a blog. We put the link at the top so that people can then go and watch the video at the same time as they read it, so they can watch and read listen at the same time. Then we can even take those smaller pieces and we can tell AI to create a social media post every day based on this information, and it will come up with memes, or it will come up with. It's really cool. I would have to say this: ChatGPT's image creation thing is way better than it was 6 months ago. It is amazing what's coming out of it now. And sometimes I just put in a very simple instruction and it pulled up a picture and it just blew me away. And so you can take that and you can it will tell you what images you need. And then you say, well, can you create the image for me? And then here is the stuff to go, here is the posting stuff to go with it. This is what post this for Facebook, this for Instagram, this for TikTok, this for X, this for, and it will list the different things, LinkedIn, all the different, you tell it what social media platforms you're putting on. It will alter, you use the same photo, but it will alter the text based on which audience it's which audience it's going to be seen by, which I think is fantastic.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So give me a moment here to reorient myself. Okay, this is great. You know, cross-posting identical limits, content limits reach. So platform native content multiplies impact. And that's why you and I work together in what it is that we do, Helen, because
Mhm.
even though we're both co-founders of Zanekin Studio, we still have our own separate audiences, right? Because
And our own separate businesses outside of this.
exactly,
Yeah.
that's right. So if you just create one core idea, then you can adapt to LinkedIn. LinkedIn tends to be more insight driven, TikTok is more personality driven, and Facebook is conversation driven, kind of like what we have here. And then YouTube is depth driven. So, which brings us to our next. So, how does AI content differ for LinkedIn versus TikTok? I
Hmm.
thought that was an intriguing question.
Yes, it is an intriguing question because LinkedIn is about authority, being more business to business, and TikTok is about energy.
Yeah.
And some of the videos on TikTok will leave me like flabbergasted with the amount of energy in them and the
Yes.
stupidity of some people, and you get
Oh
also.
my gosh.
But on LinkedIn, the AI content is educational, strategic, data backed, and thought leadership.
Right.
And that's because you get a lot of business people on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is, I mean, years ago, somebody described Facebook as being a family barbecue. Um, Hang on, I've got to remember all this. LinkedIn was around the water cooler, was business related around the water cooler.
Mhm.
Um, Facebook was the backyard barbecue. No, Facebook was the friendly conversations, and TikTok was the backyard barbecue because you got these little snippets here and there. When you've got a lot of people around, you get these little snippets.
Right.
That's how social media was described to me back in the Wayback Machine, um, before some of the stuff we have now. TikTok, on the other hand, the TikTok AI content is entertaining, it's fast paced, it's emotional, and it's relatable. And
Right.
if you think about some of the TikToks that come out there, yes, there are still some TikTok videos that do teach, they do cross pollinate, but when you're looking at them overall, their audience is a little different on those, but
Mhm.
there is some cross pollination. Like you can find some entertaining videos on, entertaining posts on LinkedIn.
Yes.
You can find some educational stuff on TikTok. And some people will only do their educational stuff on TikTok. You can find um, emotional stuff on LinkedIn,
Yes.
and you can find some strategic business planning or thought leadership. There's stuff that's on TikTok. There's one of the things I follow, and I can't remember it, but it does these kind of inspiring educational type videos where they show these different screenshots of different various videos taken from around the world, but they'll have like little motivating quotes that go along the video. And as the scene changes, it gives you a new motivating quote. And there'll be like about 10 of them each, and they come out each morning. It's like a morning boost, inspirational boost. Could that also can survive on LinkedIn as well as TikTok? So it's one of those ones that could do both well in both places.
Yes.
Um, and yes, it's entertaining, but at the same time, it's thought provoking, which is what a lot of LinkedIn wants you to do. They want you to think on there. It's strategically placed there. So it covers all of those things that TikTok and both LinkedIn and TikTok do. So, excuse me, this cough is coming back with vengeance.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. So the voice is coming in going, I actually stopped talking with mum and dad today because my voice disappeared. Had to cough again to get it back. And so why this matters is that using TikTok style content on LinkedIn looks unprofessional. I'm kind of going to disagree with that a little bit because there is some TikTok that will transfer across to LinkedIn very well, like the
Yeah.
inspirational video I was just talking about.
Yeah.
And using LinkedIn style content on TikTok gets ignored. Again, you've got educational pieces that will work well on LinkedIn that also work well on TikTok. So
Yes.
it's not all TikTok style content on LinkedIn looks unprofessional, and it's not all LinkedIn style content on TikTok that gets ignored. There are some exceptions. There's exceptions to every rule.
Yeah, you know what? I might rephrase this whole question really as one of the things our mentor likes to say is, where does your audience live?
Exactly.
Right. And so if my audience is more the, I don't want to just say the younger crowd, the more energetic crowd, then maybe I need to be putting more stuff on TikTok. But if I'm really looking for more business oriented, B2B, I'm really pitching my AI to more traditional businesses, then my audience tends to live on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
So it doesn't mean that what I have to say doesn't fit on TikTok, but I'm more likely to find the people I want to appeal to on LinkedIn.
exactly. So you've got to allow wiggle room based on where does your audience live, what information do you need to pass along to them, and AI will help you format. This is why we say it will come up. We tell them these are the platforms we want to post this image on. We want some words to go with the image, and it will do one for each thing. It will do them all differently, including
Yeah.
between Facebook and Instagram. And you can post on Facebook and have it post on your Instagram page.
Yes.
So we'll even do 2 different ones for you on that one.
Which is why, Helen, you and I are starting to use a platform that has an AI, several AI agents embedded within it, and
Mm-hmm.
they do exactly what we're talking about. We give it our ideas, and it creates a Facebook post, an Instagram post, a LinkedIn post, and an
Mm-hmm.
X post, and it does it. It rewrites them for those platforms.
And then after we finish proofing them and asking it to make changes and stuff, we had a little publish button, and it'll publish it for us to
Or
whichever
you can
platform we want it to.
schedule.
Yes, and schedule too. So we can either publish it there live right there, or we get it to schedule it for a few days out. So it's AI makes things so easy like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes it so much easier. So
Yeah.
what's our practical takeaways for this exercise?
All right, so train your AI with platform-specific prompts. So, and in the case of the tool that Helen and I are using, we don't necessarily have to do it that way, but it still means this information here is good, right? Like a business strategist for LinkedIn, right? Like a creator with personality for TikTok. Um, but you know what? When I set up these agents, I actually specifically set them up. So when I do one of my businesses, I wanted to speak about these things in a certain tone. And when I set up my Zanekin posts, I want them to be more sparkly and creative, and yet still teach.
That was my biggest phrase according to ChatGPT's year in review was add some sparkle or make it sparkle. Make it sparkle. Because sometimes it would come out and it's sort of like, hey, real, that's got the right words, but it just doesn't sound right. So I'll go make it sparkle. And then it comes back and I'm like, that's perfect.
Exactly. That's
So if
right.
you want to make something better, make it sparkle.
I tell it to be quirky and irreverent.
Oh, I
So
like that. Quirky and irreverent. I like that. So our
all
next
right.
question is what performs best on Facebook using AI?
Well, Facebook, it tends to be a relationship platform disguised as a content platform. Actually, I think it's always been a relationship platform
Mm-hmm.
because, especially in the early stages of Facebook, I remember so many people, including me, saying, "Oh, I use it to stay in touch with family and friends,"
Yep.
and I still do that. But then it
Yes.
grew into so much more. We use it for our business. We use it to stay in touch with people. So, um, if you use story-driven posts, they outperform polished marketing every time.
Oh, I love that because I'm all
So,
about the story.
oh my gosh, yes, yes. But we can get more clever now, and we can use story-driven content on LinkedIn too, but maybe with a different. I hadn't explained it exactly, but a different perspective.
Yes.
So, curiosity beats perfection. Okay, so our business coach says this all the time, and it bears repeating because it's so true. The video that's still in your head, I mean, the video that you post is way better than the one that's still in your head.
Yep. It'll outperform it every single time.
So,
Even if it's a crap video. You should see some of the ones I started with years ago when I
yeah.
first got told to start doing videos. I mean, we're talking back in 2011, 2011, 2012 when I started doing YouTubes. And I still have some of those up and I look at them and go, what the hell was I thinking? But like he always tells us, he said the first 50 will be crap because it's you getting used to everything else. And I'm like sitting there thinking, okay, I'm on day 2,362 today for my daily podcasts. And some of those are still crap. But my better ones are better. I have more better ones than I do crap ones nowadays. Back then, I had more crap than I had good ones.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you do
Yes. Oh,
improve over time, even if you every now and again you have a crap one. It's okay.
me too. There are some times when I post a video or I go back and look at a video and go, yeah, just what was I thinking? Anyway, so, and then conversation beats promotion.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an important piece because on every platform there are ads. Some ads are really good, but others, or people come into a Facebook group and, hi, I'm Tirsa, and I can't wait to sell you my latest book. And the
Yeah.
people are like, yeah, okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
But if they have
Boring.
good group admins,
Yeah,
those people will get spoken to and said, this is unacceptable. This is our standards. Abide by them or you're out.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, and even if they didn't, pretty soon you would just be ignored anyway. And so,
But then you could also lose people out of the group if people keep spamming them.
yeah, that's true. That's
Yes.
a good feature. So
Yes.
relatability beats authority.
Absolutely.
So, those of us who spent, I wouldn't know anybody like this, but who spent a lot of time being perfectionists, have learned to mend our ways and just relax a little. It's
Just
okay.
relax and have fun. You look how you look, you sound how you sound, deal with it. That's it. You are
Yeah.
who you are. My favorite one is people go, oh, but I've got to go do this and that before I get on the camera. And I'm like, and I like look at them and go, I don't have any makeup on.
Hmm.
2,362 days.
If it bothers them, they can go watch a different video. So there you
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Look, I've got bags under my eyes today. You can see the fine wrinkles on there. I love my wrinkles because they're my laugh lines. They show you I've lived a happy life. Yes, I've had a lot of
Exactly.
trauma in it, but there's And then,
Yeah.
but then the other thing is they say, well, if you need to put your makeup on, if you're going to be going out to get ready for something, get ready half an hour earlier so that you can then get you're all done up. You've got your face on and everything else, and you go bang out a few videos.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'll be wearing the same top. Change the top. Or change that, you don't have to put 3 videos out, bang, 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 all wearing the same outfit. That day you're going out, you're wearing that outfit. Okay, so let's spread those 3 videos out over several days. So you're not wearing the same outfit 3 days in a row, and put a different outfit on and bang out another 3 videos.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. The more you do it, you'll get comfortable. I even, at one point when Facebook Live first came out, I went and created a private group. And yes, I did use my dead husband to create the group. Had used his profile because you had to have 2 people to sign up for
Okay.
it. Yes, I used his profile to do the group. But what I did is I got in there and I learned every single button that was in Facebook Live and what it did. And the only place I did the live in was in this group over and over and over again until I got comfortable with using the controls while on the live. Because that was my biggest thing is, what if I need to turn the camera on? How do I do that? What if I need to add some text? Can I add text in there while I'm on the live? Can I do? And so I got comfortable with the controls that were in Facebook Live by creating a little group that was just me, myself, and I, and just doing these videos in there over and over again and playing with all the buttons and the effects and everything else.
That was a really smart strategy.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
My little group's still alive because I found it the other day.
Oh, that's hilarious. So Facebook rewards engagement loops. What that means is it rewards comments, shares, saves, replies, right? Likes are nice, or even I don't know if we don't have dislikes, do we? But in any case, likes are nice, but comments and shares and replies are way, way, way better. So if you really like something, just put in a couple of words about why you liked
12.
it.
12.
12, you're right. Yes.
It's 12. If you want to help the algorithm for that particular post, have
Yeah.
a minimum of 12 words in there.
Yes.
In the comments that you do. And the thumbs up button
Mhm.
does not count.
Yeah.
If you got to use some of the other emojis there, like the heart so people are using hearts
Sure.
more because that gets a count
Yeah.
Yeah, in the algorithms and things. So it's all about finding out what the algorithms for the software is, and using them accordingly.
Yes. Engage, engage, engage. And don't just post stuff. I'm guilty of this one. I'll post a lot of stuff, but if I need to spend more time going into groups and engaging with other people
And ask questions.
and ask questions.
Type your
And
comment
that's a
in,
good
ask a
one.
question, because that's a good way to get a lot of people responding and engaging in the comments too.
Yes. Yes. So the practical takeaway for this one is use AI to generate story prompts, discussion hooks, polls. I love polls,
Oh, polls
and
are fun.
personal frameworks. So then add your voice.
Absolutely.
So we have a couple more here.
Yep,
So
we've
the
got a
next,
couple of minutes to get through them. So
yeah, we do. So can AI optimize content for algorithms? Gee, we were just talking about that.
yeah, AI doesn't hack the algorithms, it studies behavior patterns and adapts faster than humans can. Because it's so good at analyzing the data and the patterns that are in there, it will make it much easier and quicker for us. So algorithms reward watch time, saves, shares, and comments, not just posting frequency. So if you're posting 5, 6, 7 times a day, it's not going to help the algorithms as much as if you get people, how much time are they watching your reels and your videos? Are they saving the reels and videos? Are they sharing them with others? Are they adding comments? And the comments need to be over 12 words for the algorithm to pick the comments up. AI can analyze high performing content and extract structural patterns. So if you've got if you see somebody who has the same audience as you, and you see them posting content that got 100,000 hits or whatever, why?
Yeah.
So have AI analyze that to see what made their post different to yours, and what can you put in your post to help get the higher views and things. If you generate it can generate multiple variations for A/B testing, and we talked about A/B testing like about 2 weeks ago on the podcast. So it talks about here's this post, this is A, this is B, which one gets the higher engagement. And it can optimize hooks, pacing, and formatting for you as well, which is very, very important, because the hook is going to stop them scrolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The hook is the thing that stops them scrolling. And this matters because most creators guess what works. AI models what works.
Yeah.
And that turns content in a feedback-driven system instead of a creative gamble.
Yeah. Yep.
And
So
then
we
our,
can go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, go ahead, Tessa.
So we use I jumped in, sorry. We can use AI to rewrite the hooks
Mm-hmm.
to make them sound more like us. So back to what I said last episode, of course, is read it out loud. If you can't read it out loud and look at yourself straight in the eye, then it's not yours. So have it rewrite it until it is yours. Test headline variations and reformat posts for different feeds, like we've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Then track engagement and let the data guide iteration. So we can stop guessing. So back in the day, what, 3 years ago, Helen, we'd post
Yeah,
video
something like that.
on YouTube and go, well, I don't know if that worked. Now we have data.
Yes.
So
We love, as much as I hate numbers, we love data.
that's right. Yeah.
And our final question, you ready for this one, Teresa?
Okay, let's do it.
How long should AI captions be per platform?
Wow. Okay, that's a tough one. So, caption length is not about word count, it's about attention span. Boy, is that ever true.
Yes.
All right. So, LinkedIn, as we've discussed before, is insight driven and educational. So, the suggestion here is to have it be between 100 and 300 words. TikTok, short, punchy, curiosity based, 1 to 3 lines. Instagram, Instagram is a fun beast. So, story plus the call to action, 1 to 2 short paragraphs. Facebook, conversational, story first, 2 to 6 short paragraphs. X or Twitter, sharp and opinionated, in case you hadn't noticed already. So, 1 to 2 sentences. And then YouTube is I love how I put this, SEO plus intrigue, 1 to 2 short paragraphs.
I want to know what constitutes a short paragraph.
It has only one M dash in it.
Okay.
All right. So why it matters. Long captions on TikTok get ignored. And oh, by the way, if you try to do a long caption on a YouTube short, forget it. You only get 100 characters anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Short captions on LinkedIn look shallow. So each platform rewards different reading behaviors. So take it away with the last takeaway.
So give AI explicit constraints. Write a TikTok caption under 20 words. Write a LinkedIn post with a scroll stopping first line and 3 short sections. Use 3 adjectives in, for example, insightful, warm, direct. Use sample posts and words you use and avoid. And then write a prompt like this that says, write this in my brand voice for Facebook.
Yes. So, kind of to wrap up a little bit here, just the questions part. AI does not replace strategy. In fact, I think one of our experts said AI can't strategize at all, so don't ask it to do that. It accelerates it though. So if you have some idea what your strategy is, it can accelerate it. It does not replace voice, it scales it. And AI does not replace judgment, it sharpens it. So if you use it well, it'll become your smartest team member who never sleeps.
And if you have any questions regarding this, please reach out to either Teresa or myself, send us a private message, and we're happy to have a conversation with you.
Absolutely.
And in our final thought, AI doesn't replace small business owners, it removes what's slowing them down. Used correctly, it turns focus into force. Love that. Turns focus into force. Yes.
A force for good.
Yeah.
A force for profit.
Yes, force for profit. So with that, we are out of here. Teresa, as always, it's great to be working with you on this. Love this. And we'll be back next Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific time with another 7 questions for you about AI and content and how it can help your business. How can it enhance your business? Because remember, AI is a tool that's there to assist, not replace. You can't replace the human factor. So any last words from you, Teresa?
No, if you're interested in some of the tools we talked about, we'll put them in in the comments below. So
absolutely. And with that, we're out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic sparkling week, and we'll catch you guys back here next Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific. Hey, konera.